Hello again, it's Matt for Sound on Sound at SynthFest UK in Sheffield, England. We're coming towards the end of the show now, but we couldn't close down without coming to UDO to see George Hearn.
Thank you very much.
With his new amazing synth, the Super 6. Now, of course, we saw this in prototype form back in a Super booth in Berlin earlier this year, but it's come on a long way since then, hasn't it, George? You've been working very hard on it.
It has come on a long way.
Yeah, both the physicality of it and also the sounds and effects, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a whole new set of hardware. This is production hardware now.
Right.
A nice new aluminium chassis with a hard wearing kind of powder coat.
Right.
With a nice steel metallic top panel. So it's
it looks fabulous.
the lovely aesthetics, but with the practicality of now being somewhat lighter.
Yes.
And also having a much more hard-wearing finish to the base parts of it.
How much lighter is it than the prototype?
I think we lost a couple of kilos.
Wow, that's extraordinary, right? Yeah.
I haven't lost quite so much. Maybe at least one.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, it's a fantastic instrument. I know I would say that, but I love the way it's made. I love the way it's engineered. Sort of, my history has been in kind of automotive and aerospace engineering, and I like to think I've tried to take some of those kind of some of that learning into like making a musical instrument. So it's a bit retro and also a bit like an avionics control panel. With,
it's certainly got that solidity, hasn't it? You know, I think we've all had that experience of having instruments that maybe sound great but feel a little bit plasticky or insubstantial under your fingers. That's definitely not something you could level at the Super 6.
Well, yeah, like we were saying, I think with a musical instrument, it has to sound great. It has to be really fun to play, and it has to be really well built. And if it's got those things together, and it feels nice, you know, it's hopefully timeless, and you'll continue to enjoy it and treasure it, both as a sort of nice item, but also as a musical instrument first and foremost.
That's fundamentally what you're designing here, isn't it? Okay, so that's how the physicality's changed. In terms of the more finished areas of the synth now.
Sure.
We've got effects, haven't we? And
we've got our 24-bit 192 kilohertz stereo effects that are all processed in the FPGA, sample by sample. Very happy with those. We've got a really nice chorus section now.
Very important,
yep. We have got obviously patch storage. Everything from Super Booth in the demos already was just made up on the fly.
Right.
So now we're
Sounded
basically
good for it, though.
Well, thank you. It's like this instrument is playable. Once you learn what to do, you say, okay, well, I want to make this kind of patch. Off you go. And the idea is that you playing and programming are the same thing.
Yeah.
And so it is actually very easy. And I still like to hit the manual button, and I like to think a lot of our customers will, hopefully if we have a lot of customers, press the manual button and just have fun and get creative with it.
That's the bottom line with these things, isn't it?
But yeah, we've got the aftertouch, sort of performance controls
on the left
in good order.
Yep.
High pass and band pass filters now,
Fantastic.
analog of course as part of it, and generally the instruments in a better order. We are still working on it. These aren't for sale yet.
That was going to be my next question. You know, when do you think we might see one?
We're going to get the first instruments out this year.
Right,
but full production is early 2020.
Early 2020, okay.
Yeah.
And do you have a fixed cost now for it?
Yes,
price?
this is 2295, including VAT, UK street price.
Fantastic. Okay, that's good to know. Well, if we could hear some of the progress you've made on it, that would be terrific.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. See what it can do.
I'm just going to start from the end of the last demo and see what happens and see where we go.
Great.
Okay?
Let's hear it.